At what point does Sidney Crosby become so good that they just ban him from the league because it's unfair? Just 2 more months and we don't have to hate him anymore.
What? Are you serious?
Mind blown.
We need ideas.
I'm dumb. Silly hard. We get to the game, please. More like Sochi, Crosby. Am I right? Oh, man. Leafs lose 3-1 to the Pittsburgh Penguins. And this, like the LA game, was a game that they totally could have won. And this is why whenever anyone's like, well, the Leafs are losing games because Bozak's out of the lineup and Boland's out of the lineup and this and that, shut your face. The roster the Penguins put out last night was Sidney Crosby and his band of merry men. And at the end of the day, holy crap, Sidney Crosby. But it was Sidney Crosby and his band of merry men. Look at it. Sidney Crosby, alright, Sidney Crosby. Chris Connor, I have his rookie card somewhere. I don't know what I did with it. Brandon Sutter's pretty good. Robert Bertuzzo? Joe Vitale. Vitale's the guy who hit Briere a couple years ago in the playoffs, right? And the coaches are all like, yelling at each other from across the bench and boatloads of fun. Anyway, Brian Dumoulin Smith, Harry Zolners, Jason Magna or Mania, Zach Sill, Chuck Kobus, who I legit thought retired, and Philip Samuelson, son of the annoying guy. So let me do something a lot of people have not been doing. Everyone's been criticizing the Leafs for losing that game, and they should, because the Leafs should have won it. But you know what you should do? Congratulations to every last player on the Pittsburgh Penguins roster from last night. Congratulations to the rookies. Congratulations to the call-ups just trying to make it in this league. Congratulations to Dan Bilesma for coaching a hell of a game. Last Leafs Penguins video, I questioned him and won't be doing that again. And congrats to Penguins management for putting the team in a position to succeed, for providing the team with depth. So yes, while the Leafs lost, keep in mind that also means the Penguins won. Jake Gardiner obviously gonna eat guff for the game-winning goal to Sidney Crosby. Ice the puck, shouldn't have iced the puck. Giveaway, shouldn't have given it away. Sidney Crosby left alone in the slot, which generally speaking, bad idea, and he scores. And Gardiner deserves criticism for that goal, but I kinda hate that is all anyone talked about after the game. Because that wasn't even the ugliest goal that the Leafs gave up. The Penguins scored on the Leafs 39 seconds in. That usually doesn't happen unless you done goofed. And the Leafs are just flying around their zone. They don't know what's going on. Puck's in the back of the net. Add the empty netter. The Leafs lost a 2-1 game 3-1. Close, but no cigar, and you can't even give them that much credit because this is a game they should have beaten the Penguins in. Now, I won't beat this game to death. I actually need your help with something, and this will be the question of the game. It has nothing to do with the game, but everything to do with the Penguins. Now, I have a friend named Tom who's from Winnipeg, but I don't hold that against him most of the time. Tom says he's a Winnipeg Jets fan. Well, when I met Tom, there were no Winnipeg Jets. He was a Pittsburgh Penguins fan. And it's still very obvious he's a Penguins fan. Here's the thing about Tom. The Winnipeg Jets were his team. He grew up with the legend of Dale Hawerchuk, and then after that, there was the Teemu Tai show with Ty Domi and Teemu Solani. But then Winnipeg lost the Jets. And what's Tom gonna do? Cheer for the Manitoba Moose? Maybe a bit, but he needed an NHL team. And who better than in the 90s, the Mario Lemieux, Jaromir Jagr Pittsburgh Penguins. So the Pittsburgh Penguins became his team, and he had to watch his team struggle, but then acquired the greatest player in a generation, rise from the ashes like a phoenix, and win the Stanley Cup! There is no greater joy, I assume. I've never experienced it, but it sounds wonderful. Then the Winnipeg Jets come back. And all of a sudden, my once upon a time Winnipeg Jets fan turned Penguins fan is now like Helen Hunt from Castaway. He started a new life. He had to move on. He thought you were dead. But there's part of him. I always knew you were alive. I knew it. But everyone said that I had to stop saying that I had to let you go. I love you. You're the love of my life. Except in Castaway, Helen Hunt thought that Tom Hanks had died. The Winnipeg Jets are not Tom Hanks. The Winnipeg Jets are just the Atlanta Thrashers with more fans. And in New Jersey. But if we're being honest, let's be honest, you like the old one better. I've heard Jets fans be like, no, I like it. No, you don't. And he's got the option to like the Sidney Crosby Pittsburgh Penguins or his hometown Winnipeg Jets. Long story short, I gotta get this guy a Christmas present. It's gotta be one of those teams. What do I get him? If you don't know what I'm talking about, watch Castaway. It's a delightful film. That's it for this one. Hopefully the Leafs have better luck against the Florida Panthers. You'd freaking hope so, but Leafs. And one more thing. The first episode of the Leafs Wings 24/7 has aired, and I did an after show. It's with my buddies Adam Wilde and producer Chris from the Steve Dangle podcast. Better Go Pizza. And we talked about the random stuff and things that happened in that show, so link below. Watch that. Click like if you like this video, click subscribe if you really liked it, and I will see you next time. Wilson!